Hello, my name is Sabrine and welcome to Tulip's Wellness. If this is your first time in my channel, hello, welcome. And if you already watched my videos or you already subscribed to my channel, I am happy to have you again. Get yourself cozy because this video will be full of emotions, it will be full of real experiences. So let's get started. Are you sad or bored? Is this what you are eating now? Maybe the opposite. Maybe you're happy and you want to reward yourself. Do you by any chance promise yourself that you will order from your favorite restaurant to motivate yourself to achieve something? If you often talk to yourself like this, come here, I want to tell you something. I want to say something. Come closer. You actually deserve to eat the food you love or the things you are craving without the need to earn them. And if you can afford to order from your favorite restaurant, maybe you should without the need to achieve anything. I am here today to share with you the tips and the habits I did to get rid of my binge eating once and for all. When I first realized that I was binge eating, I started looking on the internet, and all of the videos I watched and the articles I read were recommending some habits and behaviors like only buying healthy snacks, drinking water when you are hungry, going for a walk when you are bored, and stop eating sugar. As a physicist, I know in order to fix any malfunction, you have to fix the cause of it. Otherwise, you will have to deal with it over and over. I wanted to know what is binge eating and what causes it. Binge eating is one of multiple behaviors that are caused by emotional eating. What do I mean by that? Emotional eating refers to the practice of using food as a way to cope or manage emotions, instead of eating in response of hunger or your body nutritional needs. Once I started analyzing my food consumption and the feelings attached to it, I started noticing other habits and behaviors that are known as emotional eating, such as ignoring my fullness signals, not feeling satisfied after eating, eating to numb emotions. These behaviors were triggered by so many feelings and circumstances. But reason number one was dieting. When you go on a very low-calorie diet, ignoring your hunger cues, and then few days later you feel deprived and start eating so much that you ignore your fullness signals, you will eventually forget how to identify them. You will overeat, you will eat at any time. Also, your body will be so confused from the yo-yo diet. Your blood sugar, your insulin resistance will be imbalanced, and this will create a lot of stress and anxiety. And without even knowing, you will be coping with these feelings with food. And this brings us to point number two. What do I mean by coping with food? From my personal experience, I started comforting myself with food, and this is totally okay, by the way. I still do it, but on a very reasonable scale. Before, I used to cope with food once I feel the smallest discomfort, like eating snacks while preparing a report, or eating so much sugar just to release the stress I felt after a work meeting, eating a lot of chocolate to feel something because I was feeling alone and bored. I used food to comfort myself, to punish myself, to numb my feelings, to feel something. You name it, it was really bad. But I knew one thing during these hard times. I can't let this get the best of me. I had to stop being so hard on myself and blaming everything on my will and my personality. I knew I can be hard on myself once and it's already done. For me personally, moving to another country far from my family and being alone for the first time wasn't easy at all. And I think it's okay if I got lost in the way. I can only deal with one thing at a time. It is really important to recognize your feelings, validate them, validate the consequences of these feelings, and heal from them. There were some habits that helped me process my feelings instead of just eating them, like breathing, meditating, journaling, practicing gratitude. I can't recommend these habits enough. I know that you heard it 100 times, but did you really do it? Did you really apply it? Did you really try to meditate or pray the first thing in the morning? Did you try to journal when you didn't feel okay? Did you try to write your feelings down or talk them through to a friend? Our brains are just like our skin and scalp. If you don't clean it, there will be so much built up and clogs, and it will prevent it from breathing. Ideas and feelings can build up and clog our brain. It will be so hard to think straight or to operate freely. You have to put your daily burdens and feelings into a paper, talk them to someone, or even have therapy. If you can afford therapy or you have time for therapy, why not? Therapy is one of the best investments that you can do for yourself. My third point was honoring my craving. I adopted the mindset of honoring the craving until it's not craving anymore. I know, that sounds crazy, but let's be honest. When was the last time you craved something, you tried to replace it with something healthy, or you just ignored it and it actually worked? Let's give you an example. You craved a donut, you ate a rice cake with peanut butter, then a banana, then a toast with jelly, then you ended up eating a whole box of donuts, right? I remember while healing from my emotional eating, waking up someday and feeling like I just want to eat a warm, crispy loaf of a bread. And I didn't have the time to buy it for 2 days because they would usually serve it early in the morning. I got so obsessed over it till I bought it. I ate half of it the same day, and the next day it just seemed like a normal bread to me. It seemed like a normal loaf of a bread sitting there. I stopped being obsessed about it. So I think the best thing you can do with your craving is honoring them. I know when you have binge eating problem, it is so hard to recognize your cravings. And most of the time when you honor them, it comes with so much shame and guilt because you feel it's just binge eating. And honestly, what if it is binge eating? I think if you made it so far in this video, you understood that the solution to binge eating is not restriction or depriving. This will make it even worse. You should know by far that binge eating is unprocessed feelings. If you are on a good track of habit like those I mentioned earlier, you are on the right path. You don't have to do everything at once. And honestly, you have to be patient and you have to give time for yourself to heal from these emotional problems. Don't let a simple thing like a piece of chocolate steal the smile and the joy from your face. Eat it and move on to something more exciting in your day. Point number 4, stop glorifying food. There will be always food. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that you are not missing out on anything. If you are in a restaurant, eat till you're full. Take the rest takeaway. If you are at your friend's place or in a family gathering, eat till you are full and ask for leftovers or ask for the recipe and make it later. Just don't stuff yourself. It is also important to work on your childhood habits, like eating your plate and finish it no matter what. If you are full and your plate is full, just throw it away. Your stomach is not a garbage. Also, eat slowly. I can't recommend this enough. There is this amazing saying that says, drink your food and eat your drinks. What does that mean? Drink your food, it means chew your food until it's liquid inside your mouth. And eat your drink means that you taste your drink before you just swallow it. When you eat slowly, you're giving your body the time to send you the fullness signals and the time to recognize them. Point number 5, the language you use around food is brutally important. If you use words like rewarding myself with a muffin, motivating myself with my favorite dessert, earning my food, all of these things, you unconsciously gave food so much control over your feelings and your life. And you will also abuse yourself with food. Even though you don't say it, you don't say I'm punishing myself with food, but you will sometimes not eat dinner or not eat something you love because you didn't finish your to-do list or you didn't achieve anything or you didn't move today. So if you used food as prize, you will use the absence of it as a punishment. Focusing on building a good foundation in anything make it so powerful and sustainable. And this is what you should focus on when it comes to your health and body. So whenever you are cooking or ordering, think of the choices that give you long-lasting satisfaction rather than the choices that give you an instant joy with challenging feelings later. And even though in the beginning it could be really overwhelming, but with time, all of the good emotions and habit will be just something spontaneous. So how do we get rid of emotional eating? First, stay away from diets. Second, recognize the feelings that are making you cope with food and train yourself to process your feelings instead of using a coping mechanism. Third, honoring your cravings and eating what you are craving specifically. If you are craving Ben & Jerry's, eat Ben & Jerry's. Don't freeze a banana and eat it. Fourth, stop glorifying food. Food is just food. Don't make it the source of your happiness or your misery. Fifth, be careful about the language you are using around your food. You don't have to earn your food. Even when you do nothing during the whole day, your body needs food. Otherwise, how will your blood circulate? How will your cells multiply? How will your brain function? How will you breathe and think? This video was really hard to make because I had to be vulnerable and I had to share things that hurt me deeply. And this is exactly why I am making these videos. I feel there is a lot of feelings and struggles to understand and accept ourselves while trying to lose weight that are just neglected. Honestly, I don't know how it is even legal to suggest to eat 1000 calories a day or to eat a diet that eliminates a whole group of foods like meat or carbs or fruits just to look in a certain way. This actually can hurt people. This actually can cause a lot of health problems. I heard a lot of people that are in their 30s or in their late 20s say that they used to diet and lose weight really fast, but now they can't, and they are blaming it on their discipline and their will, while it has nothing to do with their personality. It's just that your body had enough of this abuse, and actually your body at this age can't compensate the damage diets do. So it forces you to abort this poor mission. I am sorry if any of these messages were harsh. And I hope this video was helpful and made somebody out there feel that they are not alone. Share this video with your friends, family members who need to hear this. If you are not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. I will be talking more about how to take care of your health, mental health, your body in a way that is gentle and sustainable. So thank you so much. If you like this video, press the thumbs up and leave me a comment. And if you didn't watch my 2 previous videos, this was part 3 of my weight loss journey. There is 2 videos that I posted earlier. If you didn't watch them, go watch them. And yeah, thank you so much.